Have you ever wondered why some people stay calm when everything around them is falling apart, while you feel like you're drowning in the same storm? Deadlines pile up. Messages keep buzzing. Expectations grow heavier. One mistake feels like the end of the world. Your heart races. Your thoughts spiral. You try to hold it together, but inside it feels like chaos is winning. And the hardest part is not the pressure itself. It's the feeling that you are losing control of your own mind. But what if I told you that centuries ago, in a time far more brutal and unforgiving than ours, there were warriors trained to remain completely steady in the face of death? Not because they were fearless, not because they felt no emotion, but because they mastered something deeper than fear. They mastered Fudoshin. Fudoshin means immovable mind. Read that again. Immovable mind, not an empty mind, not a numb mind. An unmoving one, a mind that does not get dragged by every wave of emotion. A mind that stands firm while everything else shakes. Picture the ocean during a violent storm. On the surface, waves crash and winds roar. But far below in the depths, there is stillness. That stillness is always there. The storm never touches it. Fudoshin is learning to live from that depth instead of the surface. Right now, most people live on the surface. Every comment feels personal. Every delay feels like failure. Every obstacle feels like proof that they are not enough. They react instantly. They speak too soon. They quit too early. Their emotions decide their future before their wisdom has a chance to speak. And slowly, without noticing, they become controlled by the world around them. But you don't have to live like that. Modern psychology now confirms what ancient Japanese masters understood long ago. When you create space between what happens and how you respond, you gain power. Real power. The kind that cannot be taken from you. Studies on emotional regulation show that those who can observe their feelings without immediately reacting perform better under stress. They think clearly, they lead better, they suffer less. Fudoshin is not about pretending nothing hurts. It's about not allowing pain to control your direction. It's about feeling the heat of the moment without burning your future. Imagine walking into pressure and staying steady. Imagine hearing criticism and staying composed. Imagine facing uncertainty without panic. That is freedom, not freedom from problems. Freedom from being ruled by them. And here is why you should stay with me until the end, because this is not just philosophy. This is a skill, a trainable state. A discipline that can rewire how you experience stress, conflict, and fear. By the time you understand it deeply, you will realize that chaos is not your enemy. Your uncontrolled reaction to it is. When your mind does not move, your decisions become sharper, your presence becomes stronger, your confidence becomes quiet but unbreakable. The world will always be loud, but you can become still. And in that stillness, you will discover a strength you didn't know you had. But if this strength is inside you, why does it feel so hard to access when pressure hits? Because your brain is wired for survival, not calm. The moment something feels threatening, an angry message, a sudden change, a harsh opinion, your nervous system reacts as if you are in danger. Your heart beats faster, your breathing becomes shallow, stress hormones flood your body, you are no longer choosing your response, you are defending yourself. And the most dangerous part is this, your brain does not wait for proof, it reacts to perception. A thought appears, not good enough. This is going to fail. They're judging me. And your body treats that thought as reality, your muscles tighten, your voice changes, your decisions shrink. This is how chaos enters you, not through events but through interpretation. When you identify with every thought, you become a puppet of your own mind. Every fear feels like truth. Every doubt feels like destiny, and before you know it, you are reacting instead of responding. Fudoshin breaks that pattern. It teaches you to observe your thoughts instead of becoming them. To notice the surge of anger without letting it speak for you. To feel anxiety without obeying it. Modern neuroscience calls this cognitive distance. When you create even a small gap between stimulus and response, the rational part of your brain comes back online. The prefrontal cortex regains control. You shift from survival mode to conscious choice. That gap is everything. Think about the moments you regret, the words you wish you had not said. The opportunity you avoided because fear felt overwhelming. In those moments there was no gap. Reaction was instant. Emotion drove the outcome. Now imagine the same moment with space. The criticism comes, you breathe. The setback hits, you pause, the pressure rises, you ground yourself. That pause feels small, but it changes everything. It turns chaos into clarity. This is not about suppressing emotion. Suppression builds pressure until it explodes. Fudoshin is different. It allows emotion to pass through you without controlling you. Like clouds moving across the sky, your thoughts and feelings shift. But the sky itself remains steady. You are the sky, not the storm. Elite performers understand this deeply. The athlete who wins under pressure is not the one who feels nothing. It is the one who feels everything and still executes with precision. The leader who guides others through crisis is not immune to stress. They simply refuse to let stress dictate their behavior, and this is available to you. Every time you resist the urge to react instantly, you strengthen this skill. Every time you question a fearful thought instead of obeying it, you reclaim power. Each small act of awareness rewires your nervous system. You are training your mind to stay steady when others crumble. Pressure will not disappear from your life. Expectations will not fade. But your relationship with them can transform completely. When you stop fighting your emotions and start observing them, something shifts. The noise becomes quieter. The urgency softens. You realize that you are not trapped inside the storm. You are standing at its center, and from that center you can choose who you become. Strength is not found in dramatic gestures or sudden revelations. It is built quietly, consistently, in the small choices you make every day. Fudoshin is not something you achieve once and carry forever. It is something you cultivate moment by moment, action by action. Your mind becomes immovable the same way muscles grow, through repeated, disciplined effort. Begin with your breath. The simplest act has the deepest power. Slow your inhalation, hold it. Let your exhale stretch longer than the inhale. With each controlled breath, your body learns that you are safe. Your nervous system recalibrates. Stress hormones ease. The storm outside does not control the calm inside. 5 minutes each day is enough to start teaching your body that steadiness is possible. Then step into controlled discomfort. Take challenges that stretch you just beyond what feels easy. Wake up before the world stirs. Face tasks you've been avoiding. Endure small hardships deliberately. Your mind begins to understand that difficulty is not danger. Pressure becomes practice. Resistance builds resilience. With each voluntary act of discomfort, your tolerance for life's chaos grows stronger. Observe your emotions with the eyes of a witness. When anger rises, notice it. When fear appears, acknowledge it. Say silently, "This is here." Do not attach it to your identity. You are not anger, you are not panic. You are the observer, the calm that exists beneath the turbulence. Each moment of noticing without reacting strengthens your prefrontal cortex, the seat of clarity and choice. Your reactions shrink. Your control grows. Visualization sharpens this practice further. Close your eyes and see yourself in moments that normally shake you. Feel the pressure, hear the voices, sense the stakes, and then see yourself steady, hear your calm voice. Feel your relaxed posture. Your mind cannot fully distinguish imagined mastery from real mastery. Every time you rehearse composure, you are laying the neural pathways for it to become natural in reality. Consistency outweighs intensity. 5 minutes every day shapes more than 1 hour sporadically. Steadiness compounds quietly. The first time you notice it, it may feel subtle. A pause before you respond, a small breath before tension rises. But over weeks it grows. Your body remembers. Your mind remembers. And then the storm, when it comes, no longer defines you. Fudoshin is not about feeling nothing. It is about feeling everything without surrendering control. Joy, anger, fear, excitement, they flow through you, but they do not drive you. You anchor yourself in the center of your awareness, letting life move around you while your purpose remains unshaken. The world will not slow down, but you will become steady enough to navigate it with clarity and courage. As you practice, your presence becomes magnetic. People feel your steadiness even if they cannot name it. Your actions gain precision. Your decisions sharpen. Chaos does not disappear, but it becomes your training ground rather than your prison. The pressure that once overwhelmed you now becomes the forge that strengthens you. Each challenge you face is no longer a threat. It is a chance to prove, to grow, to rise. And slowly, almost imperceptibly, your mind begins to embody immovability. The calm does not feel like a skill you turn on and off. It becomes a default. It becomes you. Even when everything shakes, your inner ground holds firm. And from that ground, every step you take carries weight, purpose, and courage. Now imagine walking into the middle of a storm and feeling nothing pull you off balance. The noise, the pressure, the urgency, all of it surrounds you, but inside you are still. Your heart beats steadily, your thoughts move clearly, your actions are deliberate, you are not numb, you are awake, you are alive, you are unshakable. When your mind becomes immovable, everything around you begins to settle. People mirror your energy. Emotional states are contagious. When you remain calm, others unconsciously follow your lead. Your presence becomes a stabilizing force. You do not need authority or titles. You do not need control of the room. Your calmness itself creates influence. Where panic spreads, you anchor. Where fear rises, you guide. Where chaos threatens, you respond with clarity. This is power few ever truly recognize. The world values speed, noise, reaction, but the deepest strength lies in restraint, awareness, and choice. When everyone else is reacting, you are responding. When others are pulled by every disruption, you remain centered. This is the edge that transforms ordinary lives into extraordinary ones. The same challenges that break others become.